live on Instagram, hey, and on YouTube. Hey, so it is my first time going live on YouTube, y'all. So bear with me. I actually just downloaded this new software. Shout out to this new software that I'm using, Studio Restream. So I'm glad that I found you guys, and I'm just hoping that everything goes well tonight. Tonight, we're talking about why is the world intrigued with black hair, honey? It's Black Hair History, and I always do that. I've been doing this series for the past 4 years. And I just wanted to share with you all what I have and the knowledge that I have when it comes to, the history of black hair. So, with that being said, I wanted to let you guys know tonight is sponsored by Art of Beauty Products. That is the beautiful edge tamer that I'm using, the Virtuous Hold edge tamer. This is what it looks like. You can get it on the website artofbeautyproducts.com. Artofbeautyproducts.com. It smells delightful. There's alcohol free. There is no artificial colors in there. It is a strong but soft hold at the same time. And hey, Millie, and it helps to last up to 24 hours. And also, too, this live is sponsored by another Black owned business called Berry Faye Beauty. I am wearing her matte lipstick. This one is called Everything. You can get that on her website, Berry Faye Beauty. This is what it looks like. That's the lipstick that I'm wearing tonight. So tonight is sponsored by, again, Art of Beauty Hair Care. Virtuous Edge Tamer, get you some, artofbeautyproducts.com, and also to Berry Faye Beauty matte lipstick. So with that being said, want to just come and just let you guys know that being a black business owner nowadays is it's so crucial and so important that we are giving great service. I feel like for black businesses it's a lot harder too, because we have so much that we are coming up against when it comes to our businesses. But with that being said, I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you so much. Anytime that you support a black business, it goes far. Okay, it's even if you just bought one edge tamer or one lip gloss, it goes far because it encourages that black business owner to continue doing what they do, as far as serving their community, serving their customers with great products and tools. And I wanted to just come on and say hi, you guys that are on YouTube, and those of you who are on Instagram as well too. So we're gonna get right into it. Black hair care. As you all know, I am a hair loss practitioner. I am a stylist. Well, if you didn't know, I am a hair loss practitioner. I am also too a stylist of 16 years now, y'all. Ooh. I am also a product developer. Art of Beauty Hair Care is my products that is formulated, eco-friendly, vegan-based, all-natural hair care. That is for those who are more health conscious, that want to make sure that they are, making sure that their scalp is intact. They don't have, ingredients that are harmful to their bodies or to their hair. So I own Art of Beauty Hair Care. I own P31 Studios, Hair and Beauty Restoration Clinic, where I practice holistic wellness services that merges together with beauty, because you don't have to compromise beauty when it comes to your health and vice versa. So me being a hair loss practitioner, I've been seeing a lot of things happening in the beauty industry, especially when it comes to black hair. So there are a lot of areas of concern. We're going to touch on that in one of our live streams of next couple of Mondays. Hey, Obed, thank you for coming on. So today, why is the world intrigued with black hair? And shout out to Target, y'all. I walked into Target and they have this whole section of like black owned businesses, authors, people who make stationery, people who make clothing, people who make, different products and things like that. So shout out to Target for doing that, and for also to supporting black businesses. Another thing I want to say is, let's not just support black businesses only in February because it's Black History Month, but we should support all the time, especially if there are black businesses that are giving us great service, right? So if you can hear me okay, can you drop a 1 in the comment box on Instagram? If you can hear me okay, drop a 1 in the comment box. If you can hear me okay. Also too, if you can hear me okay on YouTube, go ahead. I'm trying to find out how I can actually see who is on in YouTube. For some reason I can't see anything. All I see is my live stream. So YouTube, I hope you say you can hear me okay. Um let's see. Okay, I don't know. All right, so you hear me okay. All right, great. So yes, supporting Black businesses, not just when it is Black History Month, is so important, y'all, because it helps us to continue to boost our economy. It helps us to continue to um do what we need to do as far as taking care of our communities, our families. Hiring people is so important. I thought it was like the saddest thing when I met a woman that worked at a foundation, and she was like, we have so much money for Black businesses, but unfortunately Black businesses were not up to par when it came to like having their paperwork and having all these different things in place. So as a Black business owner, can we get it together, people? Get it together, get your paperwork in order and things like that, because it's going to be beneficial to you at the end of the day. So with that being said, enough of my ranting. I already told you guys who's sponsoring our series tonight, which is Very Fake Beauty, which is a matte lipstick that I got on. This is the color Everything. You could get it on her website. And then also to my hair care line, Art of Beauty products, Virtuous Hold, Edge Tamer, alcohol free, all that good stuff. So if you don't mind, go ahead and share these lives out. I'm going to go right into the lesson for tonight, and we're going to talk about some Black hair. Gotta sip my chai tea for a little bit. All right, so for those of you who are live right now watching, also too, you can drop some comments in the comment box. I would love to hear from you. Would love to answer any questions that you might have, so that way we can, just get everything that we need tonight. I want it to be a interactive. I love, love, love interaction. Okay. I don't like doing lives, and then my lives is like just me talking. So I want to make sure everything that I'm teaching you guys are getting it, and that it is good to go. So let's get right into it. Black hair history, right? The reason why I title it Black Hair History is because Black hair has been a historic piece of trends. It's been a historic piece of things that have inspired fashion. Black hair has inspired all sorts of things in our lives, right? And when we think about it, hold on one second. YouTube is acting a little funny. When we think about it, when it comes to our Black hair, it's so important that we understand why is it that we are now ourselves trying to down what we have on our head, so that way other people can feel comfortable. And when I mean that is, there are times where businesses have changed their policies because, well, your hair does not fit the description. But at the same time, those same businesses will try to see how they can diversify and include Black hair, because maybe it's time for an audit, maybe it's time for other people to come in and see what's going on in the business, right? So it's so important for us to understand Black hair has always been this thing where people seem to be threatened by it for some reason. And why I say this is because, again, we have the whole military, right? It's taking how many years for the military to just now, a couple of years ago, to pass that, okay, it's okay for you to have, your locks. It's okay for you to wear your afro and things like that. We've had other businesses who've changed their policies. Colleges have changed their policies now after many, many years of Black people being in this country. Our hair has always been offensive. It's always been intriguing, and it's always been something that I would feel like almost intimidating to a lot of people. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people have felt that, Black hair has, a negative I would say a negative meaning behind it because of some of the instances that has happened when it came to black people in the revolution, black people getting, themselves, together in one pack, and deciding that they're going to go in and they're going to destroy the colonizers that came in, because black people have always been um victimized for just the skin color alone. We know that. But then being victimized for your hair, that's a whole nother thing, right? So when it comes to black people and black hair has set trends to even that has even influenced textures of fabric, textures of paintings, textures of clothing. Why? Because black hair is one of the only I don't even know what the word is. It's one of the only things on the earth that, though it's one people, but black hair, there could be different textures on one person's head. So for example, women that are natural, well, it's very rare to find a woman that is natural that only has one texture on their head. And prime example, a lot of women, when they are natural, they will find that the back may be a looser wave, the middle is very, very tight and coily, and in the front is just kind of spirally, right? Because there's only four textures in the world, right? Wavy, straight, curly, coily. But sometimes those textures can be together on the same hair. And I've even seen it where here's one texture, here's one texture, here's one texture, here's one texture. So black hair is very intriguing to a lot of people, like, whoa, what is going on? For example, when you go to Asian countries, mind you, a lot of them have not seen people of color actually in the flesh. They've heard of people of color, but they haven't seen it. And it's so intriguing now, even in Asian countries now, they are paying big money to get their hair to look like it's textured like those like it's people of color type of hair, right? So black people's hair has inspired Asian countries, because Asian countries now, like I said, they're paying big money just to get their hair coiled, bantu knotted, and they leave it in for a couple of hours just to get some kind of, because I don't know if you know, but Asian hair is one of the hardest hair to color, to curl, to do anything with, because Asian hair, the thickness of Asian hair under a microscope it's crazy. It's like a thick wire compared to all other hair types. So Asian hair is now being changed because they want more texture. They're tired of the straightness. And it's not all of them, but it's just something that is just happening right now that's really big, right? So Asian hair has been inspired, I would say, by ethnic hair or black hair. Asian hair has been inspired. Asian hair has been changed. It's changing over time. So now that that is happening, what else do we have? We have other cultures that's embracing flat twists. We have other cultures that's embracing feed and braids. And when I say other cultures, I've seen Caucasian people with braids now. I've seen Caucasian people with locks. I've seen Caucasian people with two-strand twists. The other day, a couple of weeks ago, I cornrowed a Caucasian woman's hair because she wanted to try it. So it's very flattering, I would say, for us who are black people, to inspire people who are around us. And the thing that we also have to understand is black hair is something that is so versatile. You can have black hair and one day it could be straight, right? If it's in its natural state, for example. One day it could be straight, one day it could be curly, one day it could be wavy, one day we wear wild and free, right? So black hair is very versatile. So that's another reason why the world is intrigued with black hair. So black hair, again, sets trends. Black hair has been a driving force to fashion. Did you know that there are some fashion companies that they're specifically looking for models now, not so much back in the day. They're specifically looking for models now that have that texture when it comes to hair. Why? Because they're looking for something different. They're tired of the same old long, straight blonde, right? So black hair has again intrigued the fashion industry. Black hair, hey, how are you? Welcome. Black hair has intrigued the beauty industry. Oh my gosh. Did you know that the beauty industry is $1 billion, almost a $2 billion industry, right? And consumers, the amount of consumers that actually are the largest consumers is people of color, black people. Black people consume 80 something percent. I believe it's 83% of beauty products. Y'all, that's crazy. We're the number one purchasers of beauty products because we're going to be like, oh, girl, what product you use to curl your hair, or what product did you use to cover, your gray? What did you use to, make sure that your hair is, nice and fluffy? I think it's so important for us to understand that our hair is beautiful. I think we grow up feeling like our hair is not beautiful. Our hair is not, the it thing, because we were so used to not seeing us in the forefront of marketing, right? Not like now. Back in the day, we never used to see, at least me, and I'm an 80s baby. I used to never see anything that has to do with black hair as far as marketing, like constantly in your face. Now, there wasn't any social media, there wasn't any like, marketing as far as like how we have it on our phones, because that wasn't there at the time. But when it comes to black hair, if you didn't go into a beauty supply store, and I'm not talking about a regular beauty supply store, I'm talking about the ones that are in the hood. I'm talking about the ones that, they're going to have Black and Miles on the counter. They're going to have, packs of hair. At that time, it wasn't bundles. They're going to have packs of hair over here. They're going to have your box relaxers. They're going to have your So Glow, right? Those were the type of hair places that black people had no choice. That was it, and then salons started retailing. So it's either you went to the salon for professional stuff, or you were going to a regular beauty supply store. And those were the only choices that black women had. And there are some places, y'all, like black women still don't have a professional beauty supply store. There are some places where they still don't have, I'm sorry, YouTube, I hope y'all okay. There's still some places on that black women cannot find certain hair products, right? But thank God we have the internet now. You can go online. Say, for example, you want this edge tamer that's a virtuous hold, alcohol free, smells amazing. There's no artificial dyes and fragrances in it. And you're not in a place where you can just go and pick it up because it's not in stores. It's only sold at P31 Studios, Salon, and Spa, but it's not sold in stores. But you can go to artofbeautyproducts.com and you can pick this up, right? Y'all saw what I just did there. So you can go online now and purchase products. Back in the day, a lot of women didn't have that option. And they did the best they could, but there was one problem. A lot of the products were not really formulated to care for black hair. It was to make black hair look good, though. Unless you were going to a salon, it was very, very rare for you to actually find great products. So let me see, something's going on here. Okay. So with that being said, a lot of women had to make do with what they had. until marketing started, until product companies started to notice, the people that spending the most money on our stuff are Black women, right? So how about we do these campaigns to see how can we target them, right? Because that's what it is, it's targeting. How can we target the Black women to make the Black women feel like they're gonna be even more beautiful? They're gonna, their hair's gonna be beautiful. They're gonna be so much prettier when they purchase our stuff. So that's where our marketing, efforts started changing, right? That's where a lot of people started seeing so many ads, posters, right? In the newspaper, because that's what we had in those times before the internet, right? So Black hair has a history of not only just inspiring, it was also to setting trends. It was also to motivating other, it was motivating businesses to now market to us because they saw we had a need. So when they knew we had a need, they came up with the solution, even though the solutions may not have been the healthiest choice, right? But they saw, hey, there's a need here, right? And that's what businesses do. When you have a need, we create a solution for it. So when it comes to Black hair and the history of Black hair, it's something for us to be proud of because we have set trends. We have caused, for fashion world to change. Excuse me. We have caused for many people to start embracing their actual Black heritage because there's now something that can be beneficial for them because now there's product companies that are being formed because of the Black hair movement, the Black hair need. So it's so important for us to understand our history. So another part of history is Black hair has changed the world. Let me take a sip. Y'all think about that. Y'all, I love me some chai tea. It's the best. Black hair has changed the world in the sense of when you have someone who is Black and they end up, having children with other ethnicities, the texture of that hair is, it's almost like the Black hair is more dominant. Okay, across the board. I don't care how much the person's ethnicity might be strong as far as skin color, but Black hair, that sucker is strong when it comes to genetics. Black hair has changed the world. There is, it's getting to the point where there's so many textures that are in the world. And when I say so many, there's only 4 true textures, but there's so much change going on when it comes to the hair that we're going to start seeing that it will probably be soon. There won't really be just straight, just wavy, because already I'm seeing one person might have 4 textures of hair in their head. But when someone is mixed, the Black hair is more dominant. Yes, that person may end up having more of a coil versus a curl versus a tight coil, but that hair wouldn't have been like that without the Black gene, basically. So I had a client one time, and this woman's hair was so thick, like her ponytail, her hair in a ponytail. I'm talking, that's with the scrunchie around it, was super, super thick. Miss Rhonda, I love Miss Rhonda. Super, super thick. And when I first started, now Miss Rhonda's Caucasian now. When I first started blow drying Miss Rhonda's hair, this was maybe 5 years ago. When she sat in my chair, her hair was already straight and blow dry, so she was just coming in for a shampoo, a treatment, and I was gonna blow dry her. When the water in the shampoo bowl hit Miss Rhonda's hair, I promise you, If I didn't know her before, I promise you I would have thought it was a black woman and a shampoo bowl that I was getting ready to blow dry her hair and do a silk press. Miss Rhonda's hair was so curly and coily. I was like, and it was from the occipital bone. It was the occipital bone all the way down, right? Miss Rhonda's hair was so curly and coily. I would I would have thought it was a black woman. So I said to her, I said, "Oh, Miss Rhonda, have you ever done like a ancestry kind of test to see what's going on? Because there's something there." And she laughed, and I was like, "No, I'm serious because the way your hair is, there's something there, right?" And Miss Rhonda was like, "You know what? I never thought about it. Maybe I should." Now, I don't know if she ever did or not, but it's just so important. It's so important to understand that our hair can dominate, black hair can dominate an entire nationality. It can not ethnicity. Black hair can dominate and crush other types of hairs, not in a way of like competition, but it's just the strand, the genetics of black hair. That's just how it is. It's a very dominating type of fiber, and hair is a fiber, right, that grows out of our scalp and comes out. So the fiber of black hair is very dominating. So back to black hair history. The history of black hair goes back to Egypt, y'all. That's where it all started, because the Egyptians were the first ones that were actually using cosmetics, creating products. The Egyptians were the first ones that were actually braiding the hair, styling the hair. So it goes back from all the way to Egypt. You can find paintings, you can find I forgot the word, hieroglyphics and different things showing the styles of black hair or how they wore their hair. But it goes all the way back to Egypt. And it's important to understand that there's nothing new under the sun. Y'all do know that, right? There's nothing new under the sun. People been braiding. They were been doing twists. Technique probably have changed. Products probably have changed, but it's still the same. Black hair is the foundation of history when it comes to the beauty history, right? The beauty industry. So with that being said, don't ever, if you are a black woman, don't ever downplay who you are. And I don't care if you wear it natural. I don't care if you get keratins. I don't care if you get relaxers. I don't care if you wear it bald and you shave it off. What I want for women to understand is that you are beautiful with regardless of how you wear your hair. I don't want women to get to the point where they feel like they can't wear their real hair because they're ugly or because, oh, girl, it's too much work. That's what I'm hearing. It's almost as if black women are being trained. Your hair is not good enough. Your hair is not, what should I say? Your hair is not manageable. Well, if it's not manageable, there are different things that you can do. Number one, products. What products are you using in your hair? Number two, are you being educated on how to actually care for your hair? Number three, are you actually taking time to understand your hair? Number four, are you seeking professional help as well? And don't just walk to any salon and be like, well, here I am. You need to make sure that whoever you go to understands your hair and that they can educate you on your hair. Why? Because that's going to help you to get to a place where now you understand your hair. Now you're caring for your hair. Now you are finding ways to actually embrace your hair, right? So it's so important that we make sure that we don't get to a place where we are causing ourselves to hate our hair, because it's real. When you're seeing videos of little girls, they are 1 or 2 years old with braids, you're not even giving that girl's hair a chance to actually grow and thrive. You're not even giving that little girl a chance to embrace her texture, embrace her hair. We're just like, oh, girl, it's too rough. Girl, her hair's nappy. Girl, I can't do this. Like, we have to get to a point where it's not okay for us to talk about our hair like that. So Black Hair History event, that's what it's about. Me helping you all to understand that Black hair is history. Black hair is beautiful. Black hair is just amazing, but we have to also understand Black hair needs specific products. Black hair is great, but you need to be educated on it. See, back in the day, we didn't have YouTube, and a lot of people on YouTube is teaching you guys wrong. So that's why I'm going to be like more frequently every week. Every Tuesday, I have a new episode that drops. So every week, you guys are going to get more information from me, because there's too many people on YouTube that are giving wrong information, that are giving, oh, this is what I do to my hair and it grew. Baby, ain't no way possible. So Black hair, guys, we have to understand how it works. We have to understand, okay, what do we do in order to care for it properly? And we have to understand not every stylist wants to do Black hair, and that's okay. That's okay. Not every stylist knows how to do Black hair. Did you know in beauty school, you're probably going to learn about a paragraph, maybe a page worth of Black hair? There's like half a page about pressing the hair and then relaxers. And don't even get me started on natural hair, because that wasn't in there really. Like, where's my book? Natural hair, that was not in my, it wasn't in my book. And I went to school in 2007. That was not in my book. Natural hair, flat twisting, two-strand twist, how to do a silk press. Well, it was a press and curl then. That was in the book. But how to care for it, how to actually, understand the different textures of hair. A lot of people were never taught. So we can't expect for them to give something that they were never taught how to do, right? So Black Hair History event, my goal is to share the history of our hair. So next week, next Monday at 6:30 on Instagram and on YouTube, I am going to discuss how it all began, going back to the motherland. We're going to be talking about Egypt and Africa. We're going to be talking about the beginning of the Black hair movement. We're going to be talking about the beginning of Black hair care and this phenomenon of everywhere you turn, there's a new product line happening, because not all of those products actually care for Black hair. They care for this. They rather your dollars versus actually understanding your hair and understanding what exactly you need when it comes to caring for your hair. Oh, I don't think that's good. I was trying to see if I could make it brighter. Okay, well, that's it. So join me next week. Like I said, I don't plan on holding you guys past 30 minutes. It's 34 minutes now. But join me next week, guys. We're going to be talking about Back to the Motherland. And if this live, if you learned something new, if this live was a blessing to you, I ask that you would just share it out. Share it to somebody who is Black. Share it to a mom that is struggling with her daughter's hair, because like I said, I am going to be giving you guys more information on how to care for a little girl's hair. Actually, if you go on my YouTube, I have a video how to detangle your child's hair properly. And that's the method. Works for mixed kids. It works for black kids. It works for Caucasian kids if their hair is tangled. The method that I teach works. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight for my first live Black Hair History event. I appreciate you guys who came in and who was patient as I was getting my technical stuff together. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Share this out, like I said. Turn your notifications on. If you're on YouTube, click that bell for that notification, ding, and you'll want to hit all, the first bell, bing, so that way you can see when I'm live or when I post a new video. Tuesdays at noon is going to always be, hey sis, is going to always be a new video on my YouTube channel, Tuesdays at noon. So Instagram has been real. YouTube has been real. I want to thank you guys for your time. I want to thank you guys for supporting. I want to thank you guys for sharing. And again, tonight's live was sponsored by Black Hair Care product line. Art of Beauty Products is a all natural, vegan, eco-friendly hair care line. I am wearing the Edge Tamer Virtuous Hold, fragrant free, dye free, no alcohol. So it's an olive and a aloe base edge tamer that stays on for 24 hours, does not get super hard, does not turn flaky, and it also helps to nourish the hair. So boom, artofbeautyproducts.com. Artofbeautyproducts.com is a sponsor tonight. And also too, the lipstick that I'm wearing is from Berry Faye Beauty. Somebody tag them for me, please, and share it out on your pages. Berry Faye Beauty is the liquid matte lipstick that I am wearing. It's in the color Everything. This is the color Everything is Everything. There it is. Everything. And it is a matte lipstick that you just put on. And I didn't put any liner on. And you just put it on. And it doesn't feel like dry like a lot of matte lipsticks do. But that's what I had on today. So support your Black businesses this week. And also Art of Beauty Products has a 20% off sale that started today. It's starting today at 11:59, 20% off the entire website. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat. Hey, Hair by Andrea, how are you? I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat for you guys over here on Instagram. YouTube, I have yet to understand how this whole live streaming works. So I am going to it's probably going to be once I finish and I can put it in the show notes or something, because I'm not sure. But if you go to artofbeautyproducts.com starting tonight at 11:59, 20% off the entire website using the code LOVE. If you love me, support my Black business. How about that? I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share this live out. Again, we're only going to be on 30 minutes or so. I don't want to go into a whole hour, but we're going to continue on next week. Oh gosh, let me put it back on. We're going to continue on again next week with part 2, episode 2, with Back to the Motherland. We're going to be talking about Egypt. We're going to be talking about Africa, where it all began. We're going to go into products. We're going to go into all kinds of stuff, the hairstyles and everything. See, part 3, we're going to be talking about the press and curl era. We're going to talk about the relaxer area. That's the third week. Week 4, we're going to be talking about the Black hair loss epidemic that is happening right now. Black women is the highest group of people that are losing their hair right now. And a lot of it has to do with diet and hair care. Diet and hair care are the biggest culprits of hair loss in Black women. So again, You can use code LOVE at checkout to get automatically 20% off of any products on the website, from our kits all the way to our single items on artofbeautyproducts.com. So you're going to get 20% off. And it's for this whole week, guys, until Valentine's Day. Treat yourself. When was the last time you loved on your scalp and hair? Instagram, YouTube. When was the last time you loved on your hair? So to get 20% off entire website, I'm just putting it here on Instagram. Go to www.artofbeauty. Lord, I can't type with these nails on. I don't know how y'all do it. Long nails. Products.com. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate y'all who's tapping the screen and giving all kinds of hearts. I appreciate y'all. My goal is to get 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel by the end of March. That is my goal. 500. I'm at 111 now. And that I got within a week of actually launching my YouTube channel. So I'm really excited about that. So that is my goal. So if you guys can help me and go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's Simply Judy. SIMPLYJUDY. Simply Judy. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on your post notifications. I talk about family, I talk about faith, I talk about wellness, I talk about beauty and how we bring those things together. So I'll have gardening episodes, I'll have beauty episodes, I'll have episodes about how to cook certain things, I'll have episodes on cleaning hacks for your home, I'll have episodes on, struggling today in today's world, as a believer, how do you overcome these things that are happening in the world today? So different things I'm going to be talking about on my channel. So I would appreciate if y'all would go ahead and subscribe, and remember to share this live with somebody. Please share this live with somebody. I appreciate y'all. As always, have a good night. Peace.